This is Martha Chapman, and I'm back with some more good food for your eyes, for your ears, and for your soul. I stopped by to tell you that you are created. You're not made of metal. You're not made of plastic. You are made of the finest of the finest, of the best of the best. You are made by God, who took the time to form you from your mother's womb. And when he was finished with you, there was nothing wrong with you from the top of your head to the sole of your feet. And what I love about God is that we're not robots. We have free will to learn, to grow, to make mistakes, to learn from the mistakes. We are truly doing the best we can in the skin that we're in. So I'm going to share this little parable. I'm not going to hold you long because this is just straightforward to the point to encourage you, to inspire, to keep you motivated. Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. So God created people in his own image. God patterned them after him. Male and female, he created them. He took the time to create you. There's nothing flawed about you. We are all wonderfully, perfectly made by God. We are unique. Each one of us was made with a purpose to fulfill. I once heard that the most filled area of untold story and successes is in the graveyard. That's powerful, right? And if we don't use the gifts that God has given us, he'll use someone else. And when I was growing up, there was a gospel song that said, "Do not pass me by." You know how the teacher will be teaching in school, and if you constantly didn't answer, or if you constantly didn't raise your hand, eventually the teacher just start passing over you. Oh, I'll ask such and such, and oh, I'll ask such and such. And then when you really have the answer, you're just standing there with expectation, sitting there with expectation, but you're getting passed by. It's time for all of us to use the gifts that is within us. Everyone has something to add to this land, and only you can do it. And if you don't use it, you just may lose it. And you don't want to do that. So keep in mind that when you were being formed, and then when I was being formed, there were certain things in our file that is expected of us. And as we live this life, we have to figure it out. And once we figure it out, we have to bring those gifts forward and be a blessing to others, because the gifts are not for us. They're to go out into the world and be a blessing to others. But if you don't use them, you just might lose them. And you don't want to lose them. And you don't want to get looked over. And you don't want to be passed by. So we need to figure it out. Because we are uniquely, wonderfully passionately made by a perfect God who knows how many hairs are on your head, who knows all of your insecurities, who knows all of your flaws, and still know our potential. That means that he's going to continue to chisel at you until he gets what he needs from you, from me. He took the time and blew life into your bones, knowing how great we are and the gifts that are planted within us and the purpose that is in our flaws. See, let me tell you something about flaws. Flaws bring out your greatness. Troubles bring out your greatness. It's called wilderness season. I was going through the wilderness season, meaning I was having a dark time. Nothing seemed like it was going right. Everything around me just seemed like it just wasn't in my favor. But then when I came out of the wilderness season, oh, I got some testimonies that I can pass on to my sisters and my brothers to help them along the way. But without the wilderness season, I would not know the strength that was within me. That's what the wilderness season does. It taps into that strength that you didn't even know you had. But it's not for you. It's for your testimony. But then, as you share your testimony, it strengthens others. And then that strength gets contagious, and then they strengthen others. And it all stems from knowing the purpose, knowing the call, and being obedient to be used in the forms that are needed. So may this word serve that you were created on purpose, that you were created timely, and that God knows you personally. Like he has everything on file. And in spite of our flaws, and in spite of the things we do sometimes that just don't be pleasing in his sight, he still loves us enough to wait on the purpose that is within us. So be blessed by this word, and may it remind you that you are beautifully, handsomely, perfectly created by a perfect, timely God. Be blessed by this word. Please share it with family and friends. And don't forget to hit the like button if it's blessed you. But until next time, keep shining.